Good morning, everyone. I'm Courtney here at Ghosts with Horns Animal Sanctuary and Real Time Rescue. If any of you guys follow us on social media, thank you for following along. I thought I'd give you just a little bit more details about our last two posts on Instagram. If you're not following us, then the link is in the description box below. But I titled this live stream Turkey Hide and Seek and Peekamoo, just like I said, to kind of explain a little bit more in depth what went on yesterday, what's been going on here. I think that's her. Actually, I don't know if you guys can see the turkey on the side of the fence. Yep, hopping into the field there. So she is Lady B, and she has been a little bit of a rebel lately. She went missing a few days ago, and every once in a while, a turkey female will go missing because they are trying to hide their eggs. Now, their eggs aren't viable. You know, we are a sanctuary, so we don't promote breeding, right, Gilbert? So our male turkey is fixed, but obviously the females still lay eggs, and they don't know that they're not going to turn into chicks. So they go and hide their nest someplace and wind up sometimes, nearly starving themselves because female, mama birds can be so protective over their nests that they basically just sit on their eggs and barely leave at all to eat or drink. Yeah, that's her. That's her. Hi, Elizabeth. Thanks for joining us. So, as I said, she had been missing for a couple days. So we decided that, we better check for her yesterday. So we went on a little hide and seek mission, trying to check all of the regular spots that the turkeys hide. They get really creative. They'll hide deep in a bush or like under an overgrown tree or something. So that's really hard to see up. And I know she is about to go right now. She's on her way probably to go hide in the canal again. So when we decided to walk the canal, and a couple volunteers did, and they said, we didn't see her, but we only stayed on our side of the canal. So we decided, let's go back once more and walk on the neighbor's side of the canal and see what we can find. Yeah, we're talking about you. Naughty, naughty girl. And sure enough, we found her in a bush. So the canal is, if you see like the brick wall that runs along the property, it's just behind there. It's where we get our flood irrigation from. And so it's very overgrown on the neighbor's side, and there's a bushy area. Let me see if we can actually head back. I can kind of show you. Maybe we'll meet her back there. I don't know if you guys can see now. She's heading back, acting all innocent, but she's going to try to probably hop up in one of the stalls and then over the fence. Maybe we'll see first if we can actually catch her in the act. Let's see. She's trying to figure out if she can hop over there without bumping into the cows. Yep, there she goes. Okay. Yep, we have a runaway turkey situation in progress, and there she goes. Over the wall, into the canal. So that's what we've been dealing with. It is relatively safe back there. She stays far enough back from the busy roads, but it's not ideal. Of course, we want the animals to stay directly on our property so that we can see them, right, Chicolette? We know you'd get in a lot of trouble if you went for a crazy escape. You'd be wreaking havoc. Okay, so like I said, let's go peek back in the canal. No, you're not coming. You're not coming. And see if we can I can show you guys where she went. So when we did find her yesterday, hang on, I gotta unlock the gate here. When we did find her yesterday, she had 8 eggs under her. So we haven't posted that yet, but we did, a couple of volunteers did record that we just, take the eggs and we just threw them on the ground and broke them for the other animals to eat. So we gave some to the pigs. And that's because, again, like I said, we're a sanctuary. We're not a farm. So we're not trying to exploit animals, exploit birds, when they lay the eggs. So we just usually will feed them right back to them. But because there were 8 eggs that, she didn't just pop out 8 eggs at once. That would have taken her potentially maybe even a couple weeks. And since, as I mentioned, they're not viable. Oh, she's there. I see her. I see her little head peeking out. Yeah. I'm going to stand right here and talk about you for a minute. But yeah, as I was saying, since the eggs weren't viable and they'd been there for possibly a while, we weren't sure if they had gone rotten. And I'm sure you've heard the expression, something about, last one in is a rotten egg, or, something along those lines. It's because rotten eggs are truly, absolutely disgusting. Like, the smell is atrocious. I mean, I'm talking not about pleasant things right now, but it's just one of the worst possible smells ever. So we didn't want to just, toss them, on the bird side if the birds weren't going to eat them, because then they would just be laying there stinking, attracting ants and everything. So yeah, naughty girl. But I did already walk back here this morning before she came back here to check that spot to see if there were any more eggs, because as I mentioned, if there are eggs, she'll barely leave. So that's why we took the eggs away, destroyed them. And that way she left the site and came over and hung out for a while yesterday to eat and drink. This has happened before to one of our turkey hens. I don't know if you guys remember. I'm not sure how much we live streamed about it last year, but one of our girls, she kept disappearing and sitting on eggs for so long that she actually became noticeably skinny, like emaciated. And usually the turkeys will lay their eggs in the spring and early summer. However, this was, right now it's, mid-October, and it was getting late, even later in the season last year when we had one of our turkeys do this. And, overnight she'd just be standing there shivering once she did finally come back, just shivering horribly. And the other birds were kind of picking on her just a little bit, and it was really sad. And we try to give her, extra, like, supplement her food to try to fatten her back up and put weight on her so she wouldn't be so skinny and cold. But she was so nervous and anxious and everything that, we try to toss some extra food at her, because they're not, unfortunately, our turkeys aren't, they don't love us enough to, like, come and eat from our hands usually or anything like that. So we would have to kind of toss it over to her and hope that she would eat it before another bird or another animal did. But she would just run away. She would be thinking, oh, you're throwing food at me or something. So like I said, we just hope that we hope that doesn't happen again. But I'm feeling better that, now we know where her spot is. And it was a lot more hidden yesterday. We kind of trampled this area down a bit so we could more easily check on her and be able to take any eggs. And like I said, you guys saw her hop back here. So it's not like she was just staying here all night. She was, I did see her walking around this morning, and you can hear, I don't know if you guys can hear her clucking at me. She's annoyed. Yesterday I was kind of poking her very gently, but like with a rake, just trying to kind of poke her to get her out. And she just kept pecking the rake, like, leave me alone. So she's probably like, wait, you don't have a rake now. What are you going to do? I'm not doing anything. Just telling them all about your turkey shenanigans. Yeah, you can see it's a little ways walk. But the other little funny anecdote that I wanted to talk about was the peekamoo. And that was yesterday when we found her right here on the other side. I don't know if you guys will be able to see, actually. Oh, yeah. Okay. So it's Norma Jean over here right now in that stall, and Nala's on that side. But yesterday they were switched. And, oh, you saying hi? You saying hi? But yeah, so Jamie and Hunter were back here, and every time Jamie would hop back, she would hop over and look, and Nala would moo, like bellow, like a loud moo. I think the first time it startled her, so she was like moo, like so loud, and we were all kind of giggling about it. And then she went on to just keep doing it a few times. It was the little things in life that entertain us sometimes. So now they're more used to it. But yeah, it was kind of silly. So I wanted to give you guys a little bit of that backstory with our last 2 Instagram posts. So like I said, our social media links are in the description box below. And if any of you guys are local, we are located in Arizona, but we are coming up on our bingo fundraiser, and we have decided that all of our ticket sales are going to be donated to sanctuaries affected by the recent hurricanes that have been really rough here in America. So that is something we're excited about. We don't have a lot of ticket sales yet, but what little we did, Michelle, the wonderful owner, has already, hi guys, has already sent a donation. And what she did is there's a specific sanctuary called Ziggy's Animal Refuge, and they hang on, forgive me, the lock is giving me some trouble. They are close to the hurricane area, but they weren't, they're okay. And so they're kind of coordinating everything, kind of, taking the donations and going to buy supplies and actually make sure that it's, delivered to the sanctuaries that are in need of all those things. So that's kind of the latest, the updates and everything that's been going on around here. Huh, Butters? So we just got our hide and seek turkey and peekamoo with Nala and Norma. Hi, Butters. See if he wants a little booty scratch. Yeah, he does. Not doing the full wiggle. As you guys have seen probably a bunch of times all the time when we scratch their booty, they kind of like shake their hips back and forth, side to side. It's really cute. But I guess he's just taking the booty scritches without a dance today, and that's okay. I guess I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. Say hi, Chico, Frankie. We do have some vet appointments coming up this week. Karen is going to be the one handling those, so she might have a chance to do some live streaming. You'll have to stay tuned and find out. I'm not sure if it's Tuesday or Thursday. I can't remember, but be sure to tune in. And if you guys have, like I said before, if you ever have any ideas of live streams you'd like to see, feel free to leave us a comment or send us a message on our social medias, and we would love to hear from you. I hope you guys all have a great day, and thanks for tuning in. See you later.